My mom started using meth when I was about 4 or 5 years old. She was always locked in her bedroom with some guys, and let me feed for myself, make dinner, take a bath. And I also had 2 little brothers at that time. And I had to take care of them as well. Make sure they got to school, make sure they were fed, make sure they went to bed on time to get up for school, make sure they were bathed. I was the mom pretty much, why my mom was always in her bedroom getting high or messing with somebody. I've seen things and I just, very surprised that I decided to experiment with meth because she did it, you know what I mean? I was on meth for 2 years. During that time, my life sucked. My house was condemned. My kids got taken from me. The city of Omaha showed up at my house because our water had been shut off for 2 months. So my kids were living there with no water. We were going up the street to shower and all that fun stuff. And they gave us 2 days to get the water on and get the house fixed up. If we weren't able to fix the things that they wanted us to fix, then they were going to condemn my house. 2 days later, they showed up back at my door and we had to get out of the house. I didn't know where I was going to go. So I packed a couple totes full of clothes and shoes and put them in the driveway, and they boarded up my house. At that point in time, I was sitting in the driveway trying to figure out where the hell I was going to go with these 2 kids. And I was an addict as well, so I didn't want to go to the shelter. I fought CPS like 10 times before the kids were actually taken. Just random calls from people, saying that I was using drugs, which I was. And when they got taken from me, it was like my world was gone, I was dead inside, And then I really started using meth even worse. Then I found out that I was pregnant with Caden. I was in denial with Caden because I was scared that he was going to get taken as well. The day after I had Caden, I remember this is the day that woke me up. It told me, you need to get your life straight. You need to get these kids back. You need to be happy again. I just woke up one morning and decided I'm ready to make my life better. Honestly, it's the best way to describe it. And that's when I came here to the Stevens Center. Here at the Stevens Center, they were very welcoming. They made me feel comfortable. They relate, they don't judge you. When I first got here and met with my case manager, I told him about my story. I had 3 kids. I was an addict. I decided to have visits here because I feel safe here. I've been to 2 other shelters, and this one I actually feel at home at. I'm comfortable. I can work on me here. And, I just felt it was a good place to have the visits here because, for one, my older 2 kids wanted to see where mommy stays, where mommy eats, where mommy uses the phone and sleeps and all that fun stuff. The things I have to do to get my kids back, I'm going to meetings, I'm in drug court. I have an appointment for housing August 19th. I'm in OP, outpatient treatment. I go to meetings once a day, if not twice a day. I volunteer here, doing the dishes and helping when I can. And they said if I keep doing what I'm doing, I could start unsupervised visits in about 3 weeks. My other 2 kids, Dylan and Gemma, I tell them that mommy's sick right now. Mommy's getting the help that she needs to get better so we can be a family again. And they understand that, and they're okay with that. They're interested in what mom's doing. So the first time they came here, I showed them where mom slept and where mom ate, where mom worked in the kitchen and did dishes, and where mommy goes to meetings. And, they're just so fascinating with what mom's doing and that I'm trying to do better so we can be a family again. I'm doing more to get my kids back. I'm I'm gonna make it. I feel it. I'm gonna make it.